Conde Duque, which were once royal military barracks, is now a public cultural center in the heart of the Malasaña neighborhood of Madrid. The building's construction began in 1717 when Philip V, king of the House of Bourbon in Spain, commissioned architect Pedro Ribera to construct barracks to house the Real Cartel de Guardias de Corps, which was the military corps that guarded the kings. In this classic Spanish design, the ground floors were dedicated to stables, and the upper floors served to accommodate the guards. Into the 19th century, the building turned to serve a more public purpose, being used as a military academy, astronomical observatory, and a telegraph communication center until the late 19th century.
Two fires, one in 1859 and one in 1869, destroyed much of the building's roofing and interior. Conde Duque was left abandoned by the city council for the next 100 years. It was in such poor condition that any attempts at restoration to its former glory were dropped and it was set to be demolished. However, in 1976, the building was declared a historic artistic monument by the Madrid City Council and it was saved from demolition. 5 years later, in 1981, Spanish architect Julio Cano Lasso was tasked with converting Conde Duque into an interactive cultural arts center open to the public. The efforts that made Conde Duque into the space it is today didn't begin until 2006, and it wasn't completed until 2011. Today, the cultural site as a whole is managed by the City Council Department of Arts, Sports, and Tourism. There are many institutions and events hosted inside, managed by the Department of Libraries, Archives, and Museums, as well as the Department of Heritage and Urban Landscape. It houses the Madrid Museum of Contemporary Art, the Hemeroteca Municipal Museum, Patio Norte, Archivo de la Villa, 4 public libraries, the Madrid Destino Company, and various exhibition halls. Conde Duque is clearly one of the most culturally significant and logistically important sites in Madrid.
The Centro Conde Duque is the epitome of an example of the intersection between the past and the present. The building is a monument of the past, representing a part of Madrid's history. As has been previously described, the complex was constructed in the 18th century for military purposes. Several centuries later, in the modern era, the building was transformed into a contemporary art complex that is now dedicated to the preservation of heritage in Madrid. The architecture of the building simultaneously preserves the past, as is seen by the building's original brick walls, and also brings in the present through the newer additions to the original structure. The building, a piece of heritage from the past, serves a new purpose in the present: to preserve and display pieces of heritage through its art galleries, theater and dance performances, and more. We found the cultural complex to be an intriguing, lesser-known heritage center in Madrid. Although we visited the complex on a national holiday, the building was open to public access and we witnessed a small handful of tourists walking through the building's various collections. As a 3-story building, we discovered 3 of the monument's contemporary art collections. Yet the 3rd collection was closed due to technical issues. Each of the collections features a wide array of contemporary art, from political statements to decorative pieces of furniture. Any visitor to the cultural art complex is presented with a series of contemporary heritage by a piece of heritage itself, the Conde Duque.